Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Stocks of India. In this video we are going to discuss about Indian market insights. On every day in the morning we will be sharing this video for your quick insights about market. So what you can expect from this video is like we will be covering whatever the major index happening in the market. Not only in Indian stock market, we will be also discussing about global market analysis and major commodity segments and geopolitical news and what are the new policies happening in SEBI, RBI and government policies and it needs to be watched for today and what are the major stocks in news and what are the highest delivery stocks in our Indian stock market and we are also going to discuss about foreign investors and domestic investors in our YouTube channel. So daily in the morning you can expect this video from our side where you can use this video at one point of your reference in your daily intraday trader. This insight can really help you to have a very good trade. So let's get into the video. So the first one talks about the global market overview. Here we are going to discuss about US indices, the Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite. So here the major indices, like what we notice is that US equity markets has ended with a strong high records with a strong economic data and corporate earnings. And we also noticed there are some US retail sales data has been increased from 0.2% to 0.6%, and we can also see some declining job claims from where when it comes to the expectations was around 2,33,000, but it was around 2,21,000. So that was the major inflation which can the despite of ongoing inflation concerns and tariff uncertainties. And when it comes to the major Asian assets, we have noticed some mixed performance on Friday. As we can see here, so the China market has been performed better than the Shanghai market, so which can be having some strong mining data, and the technology sector has been gaining a lot. And when it comes to the SGX Nifty and Indian market opening close, we have noticed the SGX Nifty has been down by 142 points, which is around 0.57, which is a negative sentiment. The same thing we can also carry forward the same thing to our Nifty and Sensex openings. So we are expecting a flat opening, and we can also see some negative consolidation phase likely. So there are few major takeaways like Nifty resistance is around 25,250 and immediate support we are expecting around 24,900. So now commodity insights, the crude oil fell around 0.36%, which is around 67.30 per barrel. Where the crude oil has been declined from 0.45 to 69.221 on Friday actually. When it comes to the gold has earned around 0.4%, where there is some lower indications on the lower bond yields on the dollar weakness. And when it comes to copper, we can see some significant announcements from Trump. Trump has announced 50% of the tariff on copper imports set to be enforced from August 1st. So the tariff threats can create some certainties like supply concerns, as the US imports nearly half of its copper consumptions actually. So when it comes to natural gas, we can see some quite rise in natural gas prices around 0.7%, which is majorly there is some increase in cooling demand. So because of that, and there is some hotter than normal weather forecasts. So because of all these circumstances, we noticed around 0.73% in rise in natural gases. So when it comes to the major sectors which can really impact in India is like the rising copper prices can really benefit Indian stock market companies like who are into this metal segments. And when it comes to the lower crude oil prices, provide relief to oil marketing companies like Reliance and few other companies. And also when it comes to FMCG also, since the oil prices are going to decrease, we can see some good cost cutting in FMCG and also in the transportation segment as well. Now let's discuss about geopolitical and macro news. So the major takeaways in this analysis, like we noticed the US high tariffs, Middle East tensions, and the rupee study. So US-China trade relations. So the Trump tariff policies continue to create uncertainty. When it comes to on July 9th, tariff deadline has been approached, where some reports suggesting possible interim trade deals. So when it comes to Middle East tensions, ongoing geopolitical tensions in the Middle East can continue influence oil prices and also the global risk sentiments. Now let's discuss about the currency impact. The US dollar index is weakened by 0.3% against the major currencies. So as of now, the USD and the INR was trading around 86.012 levels. Now let's discuss about SEBI, RBI and government policy updates. So on a daily basis, since this video we are going to put it on every daily basis, so we can't expect every day there would be some major changes from SEBI or RBI. So if we have any major updates in the market from SEBI or RBI, we will be noting this point here, or else there are no major updates in these two categories. So as of now, we have noticed a few major updates from RBI. RBI recently announced 50 point base cuts in the recent expectation. So we are expecting the RBI is recently announced 50 basis points rate cut to 5.50 in June, continues to the support market liquidity. So because of this, we can directly assume that the market, it really helps the market for a good liquidity. And also even market expectations suggesting that there might be another 25 bps cut can be possible in August as well. Let's see how this data is going to flow. And when it comes to FBA and when it comes to SEBI, FNO data reforms, they are going to have some good regulations updates which is going to implement in coming months, maybe from July to December. So we are expecting around the new risk management, which can really cut down the retail traders' money. So the SEBI came up with some new policies where the delta-based open interest calculations from July 1st and higher lot sizes for the index derivatives from November 2025. So I think all these are the major things which we are going to discuss in a new video. And we can also notice that SME IPO rules has been updated, where the minimum application size has been hiked. Earlier, if you apply for any of the SME IPOs, it would be around 1 lakh rupee, but now the quantity has been increased. If you want to trade or if you wanted to apply for this SME IPO, you need to have multiples of what was applied before. So this is to mitigate the risk for the retail investors, and also for the bid allocation also. The cutoff price also has been removed, where people can come up with their own prices, and it's like to overcome the speculation of the prices. And in this slide, we are going to discuss about earnings to watch. So as we know, like on the last Friday or Saturday, we got the results from all these major banks. So these are the major results which are going to announce on this couple of days back. So I think maybe after some time we will be also posting the major updates from all these banks. I think mostly we have some good results from HDFC Bank and another few S Bank and Reliance Power as well. So we will be discussing in detail about these videos. Now, what are the stocks in news on Monday? If you wanted to trade on Monday, this would be really helpful as in a pre-market stage, where we can understand, as we got very good results from HDFC Bank. So these are the major takeaways, like 1:1, the 1:1 bonus has been issued, and also 5 rupees special from HDFC Bank. And as we discussed in our previous slide, there are some main regulatory change in SME IPO segment. And by end of the day, on each end of the day, we are going to collect the highest delivery volume stocks on each particular day. So we have noticed the data has been taken purely from NSE and BSE websites. So we noticed largely the major delivery has been taken from the large cap banks, IT and defensive and FMCG companies as well. And we also highlighted few companies as you can see on the screen. So the first company they talked about the Barney Renewables, which we noticed 85% of the delivery has been noticed in this stock, and we noticed the strong institutional has been taken in opportunity to buy this company share. As we can see some good focus on this renewable sectors, and we can also see some good delivery percentage Mahindra, as we consider from the last week onwards, we are noticing some huge declines in IT due to this AI automation and a few other tech related issues. So based on this data also, we can see there are some rebounding things happening in the IT sector as well. And when it comes to MIRC electronics, we notice 33% of the delivery percentage, where it comes to the most of the accumulation has been taken by the domestic and retail investors. And Sterling Vision also has been noticed 15% of this delivery trade, which indicates the strong focus on energy sector. And we also seen in AWL agriculture business around 21 percentage, where all the time we have some good demand on this agriculture sectors as well. So these are the delivery volume shares and the percentage of few related stocks in the screen. And now we are going to discuss about foreign investors and domestic. In our previous session, the indices has fallen around Sensex, which we have noticed around 375 points, and Nifty is around minus 100 points. All this happened due to this foreign investors are in the net sellers. So as you can see in this data, which shows on a daily basis, you see the same format in all our upcoming videos. Client represents all the retailers like you and me. The domestic investors are the mutual fund companies. FFI belongs to the foreign investors, and Pro belongs to the big traders. So when it comes to the data, what we can see here, so the future indications of these foreign investors, as we have highlighted in the yellow, represents this belongs to the foreign investors category. So they are in future they are representing as sellers, and stock indicator they are saying they are representing as buyers. So if you see in index, they are shorting around 85% of their positions are in short, and around 15%. But when it comes to stocks, they are around 62% in long and 37% in short. So we can see the difference in the foreign investors and domestic investors. Always this would be reverse. If both are carrying the same direction, then then we can expect very big fall in the market. Mostly, if foreign investors are in net sellers, definitely domestic investors like the mutual fund companies will support the market by taking up their new positions in the market. So that's all the video is about. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please follow Stock Safari India. So on a daily basis, early in the market hours, we will be producing this video. Since this is the first video, please do encourage, and because in this video we are not going to edit any video, and this would be like one time recording. So most of the time you might be listening few disturbances or not. Please ignore those things. We will try to improve our editing and video quality. I hope you like this video. Please support our YouTube channel Stock Safari India. Thank you so much.